TS classes. In this video, we will study about one of the easiest chapter, which is average. Let's start our class. Before going to the details of average, first we will study what is the meaning of average, what is the definition of average. So, average means it is the ratio of two things. It is defined as the ratio between the sum of the events with respect to the total number of events. So, average is equal to the sum of events divided by total number of events. By taking an example, if I take the events are 20, 30, 45, 55 and 60. In the question it is asked what is the average of this 5 number. Then what we have to do? We have to first sum of the events divided by number of events. Here the number is 5 and the sum is equal to 20 plus 30 plus 45 plus 50 plus 60. Whole divided by the number of event is 5 and here the sum is 210 divided by 5 and the value is equal to 42. So here the average is 42 and we have to put in our mind that the average value is always between the largest value and the smaller value. In between two value the average will be held. So before starting the chapter average, we have to study some basic things. So let's study one by one. Now let's go for another type of problem where it is given the numbers are the consecutive number, which is the basic formula or the basic example of average. So if the number is consecutive, then what will be the average value? In consecutive it is also divided into two parts. In the consecutive number, if the number are of odd number, that means if the number of event are odd, that means if there are 5 number is given, which is 5 is a odd number, so odd number term is given. If by taking an example we can get it. The consecutive number is 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. What is the average of this 5 value? Now if the numbers are 5 is odd, so the middle number is the answer. The average value will be 13. Similarly, if the number is even, that means 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. If 6 number of turn is given, then what will be the average value? The average value here will be the sum of the middle two term divided by 2. That means 13 plus 14 by 2. So 13 plus 14 by 2, it is equal to 13.5. From this two example, we have studied that if the total number is a odd number, then the average value is the middle one. If the total number is even number, then the average value is the sum of the 2 divided by 2, sum of the middle 2 divided by 2. In the last two example, we have studied the consecutive number are in serial order. If the number are, suppose the consecutive odd number is given, that means the consecutive odd means the number are given as 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19 is the average of all these numbers. Then we have to study whether the number are in perfectly increasing or decreasing order or not. We have seen all these odd number are in the perfectly increasing order. So here the total number is 7 and 7 is an odd number. So the middle term, here the middle term will be 13 and the 13 will be the answer. And here all the numbers are odd number. If we take all the numbers are odd number but the number of turn is even. Suppose the numbers are 21, 23, 25 and 27. Here 4 number is given. The number of turn are 4. 4 is an even number. So here what we have to do? Here all the terms are odd number and are in progressive order. So here the number is 4. So the 4 means the number second and third we have to add. So 23 plus 25 whole divided by 2. So 24 will be the answer here, in case when the number of conjugative odd is given. Similarly, the same process will be repeated for the conjugative even number. Conjugative even means if the number are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here what we have to do? Conjugative even number are given, 5 numbers are given, 5 is the odd number, so the middle one 8 is the average value. Similarly, if I take it is the 6 numbers, that is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Here 6 numbers are given. So within 6 number what will the average value? The average value will be the sum of the middle two term divided by 2. That means 8 plus 10 by 2, which is equal to 9 is the average. So no need of do all the calculation, only we have to check the middle terms. In between these we can get the answer easily. Now next we will study about the average of the speed. For the calculation of the average speed, what we have to do? We have to check whether in the question it is the same distance is given or the distance is different. If it is of same distance, then we have to use the one formula. If the distance is different, then another formula we have to use. So the first we have to check whether same distance is given. That means from A to B, if a man trying to go from place A to place B, if he is started his journey from place A and travel with the speed of x speed towards the B, and after reaching at B he will return to the place A with a speed of y, then what will be the average distance, average speed? So the average speed formula here it will be 2xy divided by x plus y. Suppose in a question it is given the place A is here and place B is here. If a man is traveling from place A to place B with a speed of 40 km per hour from A towards place B, after reaching at B again back to the place A, that means the same distance with a speed of 50 km per hour from B to A, then what is with the average speed? Here what we have to do? Here the formula it is given as 2xy divided by x plus y. Here x is equal to 40 and y is equal to 50 is here. So average speed will be 2 into 40 into 50 divided by 40 plus 50, which is equal to 90. So if we do calculation, we can get the answer is 44.4 km per hour. Here it is given, it is the average speed for the same distance from A towards B, and it is for the two movement, that means from A to B and B to A. If from A to B the distance is 40, B to A again the speed is 50, again A to B the speed will be 60, then what will be the answer? In that case we have to use this formula, that means three things is given here. The average speed formula will be 3xy divided by xy plus yz plus zx. This formula used for if the distance is same. If the distance is different, let us do with a particular example. Let us do the problem of the different distances with a particular example. And the question it is given, if a man covers 210 km in 70 km per hour, 140 km in 35 km per hour and 150 km in 50 km per hour, then find what is the average speed. In this question, three different speed is given and three different distances are given. The distances are 210 km with a speed of 70, and then 140 km with a speed of 35 and 150 km with a speed of 50. So three different distances given and three different speed is given. In the previous question, the distance was same but the speed was different. In that case, we have to find the average by the formula 2xy divided by x plus y. And here the formula is a plus b plus c divided by a by x plus b by y plus c by z. Here what is ABC and what is XYZ? ABC means it is the distances and XYZ means it is the respective speeds. X is the respective speed with respect to A, Y for B and Z for C. Now in the question it is given 70 km per hour, speed 210 km. So A is equal to 210, whereas X is equal to 70 km per hour, and B is equal to 140 km, whereas its speed is 35 km per hour. Whereas C, the distance is 150 km and its speed is 50 km per hour. And here the average speed is asked. So formula for average speed is A plus B plus C divided by A by X plus B by Y plus C by Z. So here, if I put direct the formula, we can get the answer that 210 plus 140 plus 150 whole divided by 210 by 70 plus 140 by 35 plus 150 by 50. By simplification we can get the addition is here, it is 500, and here it is 3 plus 4 plus 3, and it is the answer will be 500 divided by 10, which is equal to 50 km per hour. In such type of question, we have to check whether the distance is given which is same or different. If distance is same for two cases, for two types of speed, the formula will be 2xy divided by x plus y. If it is the 3 or more distance speed is given, then the formula will be 3xy divided by xy plus yz plus zx. If it is the different of distances and different speed is given, then the formula will be a plus b plus c divided by a by x plus b by plus c by z. So three formula we have to find when the question is given for the average speed problem. Let us go another type of problem. In such type of problem, it is given if the total all the elements is added, subtracted, multiplied or divided with a particular number, then what will be the Ising effect of the total average? So it is the main thing. It is given if the average value will be added, subtracted, multiplied or divided with the same rate when all the individuals are added, subtracted, multiplied and divided by a particular number. What does it mean? Suppose in a group of question, group of events, the numbers are given and its average value is x. The numbers are given and average value is x is given. So what will happen? I will do with the 4 different examples. The first example is what will be the new average if all the members are added 7. Here the numbers are given and all the numbers will be added with 7. That means if the number it is 1, then it is plus 1 plus 7 will be 8. That means plus 7 will be added to first number. Similarly, plus 7 to second number, plus 7 to third number, plus 7 to fourth number, as well as the 7 to the all the individual numbers. Then what will happen? The average, and the average will be the same rately it will be added. The question it is given, all the numbers are added by 7, so the average will also added by 7, and the answer will be x plus 7. X was the previously what was the average value. So if the previous average value was here, if it was 10, then the value will be 10 plus 7 will be 70. What will the value of x? The same x will be added with the new value, that is 7. Similarly, the next example is what will be the new average if all the individual are subtracted 10. So all the individual is given here, and if I do minus 7 to all the term, minus 10 to all the term, then the value will be, average will be x minus of 10. Similarly, with the third example, what will the new average if the number are multiplied by 3? If all the number is multiplied by 3, then the total average will also be multiplied by 3. So the answer will be 3 into x. And the last but the not least, the example will be what will be the new average if all the individual numbers are divided by 8. If all the number are divided by 8, then the new average will be also divided by 8. So the answer will be x by 8. So in today's class, we have studied the basics of average and do some basic examples. In the next class, we will do another types of theory and another types of example of average. Thank you.